Welcome to Dariusburst Chronicle Saviours. Last time didn't go so well, so I did something that I never did before. I actually looked at someone else playing, because losing 70 lives to... or was it 80? Lots of lives to Gigantic Bite did not feel so good. And I might have a few ideas how to better deal with some things. Like, I looked at a few of stages we did last time and saw someone else deal with the bosses we know, and also how they play during stages and stuff. For a lot of things, much overlap with how I am dealing with things, which made me very happy. But also some very good ideas. And also, I have a few things I want to test out when we meet specific bosses that they did not do and I never did, but they did against other bosses that I might want to try against different bosses. But all of that will come as we meet any of those bosses. In this setup is one boss that I want to try things against. Let's see how it goes, I guess. In Rushio, with Murakumo, all drops burst auto charge. Last time I said this one wouldn't be hard anyways. Let's see if I eat my words. Well, we are starting with nothing. I was wondering if it would be starting with no music. A lot of the tactics I saw were for Legend and Next, so the Infinibeam versions and Formula, I guess. But a few of the things are gonna be applicable with every shot type, I feel. I mean, every way to defeat a boss quicker, or to have a safer place to stand and get hit less, is gonna make a huge difference in this game where I often lose very close to probably beating a boss or a stage. Our first boss is Lightning Flumbird. No new ideas for this one. No real problems with this one either, mind you. Aside from hitting his back fin, I'm not sure if that makes him take lots of damage or prevents him from using a specific attack, but I saw that other player destroy the back fin as quick as possible at the start of every battle, so why not do it? Also, while we started with nothing, we did have 2 lives. This looks like rash foreground with a different background. And the result is probably an entirely different stage. Didn't need to rush forward that much. Yeah, that's a combination of things. I see. Okay, I guess rushing through the... or trying to rush through the trash is not helpful. I guess it's always better to wait for it to end by itself. It's disaster jaw. A few things to try for jaws. Not in the first phase. But that one didn't last anyways. Staying up here in the start, instead of going down as I always do, gives me a lot more opportunities to do damage at the start. Which will lead to further battles against the jaws. Not that that was a particularly difficult jaw. Fine stage. Brightly stare. All 3 stairs seem to be very protective of their eyes. How about we stare into them? Real deep. Oh, there was a bomb left there. Okay, sometimes a bullet will get to me, but yeah, they kinda don't shoot there very well. And also they die real quick if you do that. Seems they don't do so well in a staring contest. Who would have guessed? Now I'm just destroying everything there. And getting destroyed. And then there was Thousand Edge. No new ideas for this one. And again, it's not like Murakumo needs new ideas for this one. That was a very well-placed giant green beam there. I could definitely do something about getting hit there. Oops. Okay, this was an easier stage though. As predicted. And we are splitting again. Oh well, one is going over there to Sunset again. 9 stages. And here we have things we don't talk about. Legend, no drops, burst auto charge. Here we have our training stage for gigantic bite. Which we definitely need, don't we? How much do you give me for that? 29. And max power. Well, I said I looked at how to do a few of the things, so I guess this is where we see how well that works. It is legend. It's not like we have anything to lose. So this I did last time. A good start. Here it would be very good if I could actually counterburst her. And then dodge the things coming from behind. Here we actually want to be higher up than I thought. We want to be all the way up here. I didn't know that that was safe up there. Here we just need to stream better. Down here we are mostly safe from the orange bullets. This is just a repeat of the stat. A reminder that Gigantic Bite has very random and very many attacks. Also, I got blasted real good there. And I definitely did not see a solution for everything it can do. These things can be destroyed. That is so important to know. Because it makes this whole attack so much easier. This is just more streaming while getting blasted by a giant cannon. These, be confident. Don't stop, ever. And that's a loop. That's a loop. Now we do this until we win. Fun times ahead. But yeah, it's good knowledge. And also it gives me confidence to actually have something to do rather than just hope I don't get hit. Or some attacks. Still would be nice to not get hit though. Like, that's a lot of hits that I wish didn't happen. Yeah, well-placed laser helps you. Okay. Looking where the cannon is aiming also helps. Don't like it here. Go away. Man, the timing for the counterburst. I'll have to learn it. Oh. Failed to destroy it. Hi. Oh, good. Background shenanigans. No trick for that, except observe better. Observe much better. Like, this is useless. Just let me counterburst. Hey, I got some points. Sometimes I place the laser really far ahead, and that's not good. I wish your intro was shorter. So maybe I should put the laser more in the center so I can do more damage. It's a bit dumb that... Yay, I got the counterburst going. Now I'm gonna get hit by everything else. I need to do that a bit safer. Oh yeah, place your laser. Loaded, but got further. Isn't really much reason in giving up, because I need to practice everything anyways. Pain. How is counterbursting so difficult? I don't understand. Surely it can't be that difficult. Oh, I'm missing. At some point I'm gonna learn how to do that attack without getting hit all the time. Like, if it works, it looks so smooth. And because of that, I don't know what the mistake is if it doesn't work. Honestly, I feel if I could do the counter burst somewhat consistently, I wouldn't be having any problems. I got blasted. But that was pretty good. Question remains, how long do I need to do this? Also, keep in mind we do have burst auto charge, so without that it would be a little bit harder on the managing your resources aspect. It's very low down here. I guess I can stay back for this as well. I don't need to rush over there if I have my laser. Like, I don't need to counterburst here. This is not the intro attack. Well, I thought I'd dodge those. I did, in fact, not dodge those. But hey, recuperating some of the points I lost over the previous stages. I think it's not true that I need to practice the rest as well. I think I really need to practice that. To the point it's second nature. Because it's gonna make not just this boss easier, but lots of them. If I can counterburst at least more regularly. Confidently. I missed it. Great start. Not that it matters all that much. Look forward to it mattering much. Oh, I was too low down. Yeah, I'm more confident dodging these up than them with. Oh, we are very high up with our laser. Probably safer high up. Also, I guess I'm just not gonna try to counterburst this one. Makes it easier to see the cannon anyways. Actually got hit. Like, notice the difference in shields lost when I actually did the burst, right? Also notice the amount of damage done, which you cannot see. I wish this game had health pass. I'm not dealing damage is the problem. I'm just staying down here. That opens the question of, is it fine to not deal damage for an attack? Aren't you gonna spawn the... yeah. I knew it would happen, but I couldn't really deal with them. Background shenanigans? Maybe, eventually. Ouch. Yeah, there they are. Okay. I know some things you do. Okay, now you're adding the boxes. Which I think is a sign that either the battle is going on too long or you are close to death. Both things can be true. I decided not to try to counterburst. That was the correct decision. Spoiler, I don't think I will ever lose 80 shields against this thing again. Almost 30, but still much better. Darius year 1920, October. An unfinished base was hit with a surprise attack. Scramble and defend it. Leave band 10-9 open for further orders. There's an alternate route here. Haven't had one of those in a while. You want me to use formula? I don't want to use formula. I really don't want to use formula. We will need to use second almost definitely for the alternate route. So I guess we use second. Emergency! The base won't hold much longer. Roger. Disperse. Mission objective will change based on your skills. I feel like I've heard this before. Yeah. Pickups don't give scores, so no reason to care about the ones I maxed out to begin with. Oh, I missed an enemy. And a few more. Do those towers give score at all? I didn't really notice. Here comes Lightning Klomberg. Same thing, destroy the fin at the top, I guess. Why not? Can't hurt to do it. It hurt to do it. And it's not even destroyed. Maybe it doesn't work with this shot type that easily. Still took massive damage. So if I didn't try dumb things, I would have not lost any shields. The base was destroyed. The attacking fleet is being engaged by our advance squad. All ships engage enemy now. Take no prisoners. Have we ever taken prisoners from these guys? Do we know what they look like outside of being giant robotic fish? Has anyone tried talking to them? Also, seeing that we are doing a score attack, I guess I lied about never having looked at other people play before. I did look once how to do the first score attack, which was the solution to doing all the score attacks. Although I'm missing a lot of enemies, and it doesn't feel great. Okay, we are at 65, whatever. Doesn't matter. No new tactics for claws. Actually, that's a lie, but I don't know if that applies to this one. I don't think it does. Unless it does it very late in its circle and cycle. In which case, it also will not matter to us. According to scout data, a large battleship is close by. All units to auto alert. Prepare for enemy attack. Obviously, we go the alternate route. Maybe there will be another gigantic bite at the end. In which case we will have to do it without using a burst. Oh, that was not fine. Also, we don't need to score attack anymore. So no reason to play unsafe. Oh, there's a shield here. It left. But we got 3 shields from that shield drop, so I guess it's fine. It's not. Nothing is ever fine. Man, this shot type at max power is just a firework. No survivors. Also, I more than doubled my score in this stage, I think. No new ideas for Slash Shell, really. That's one of the ones where I'm very surprised that the other person essentially did the same thing I do. Things I cannot do at the moment, that is. Which is bad. Because I'm not used to fighting this without a laser. Don't make me actually learn the pattern of these small lasers. You will regret it. I don't need my laser anymore. BBF phase reversed and neutralized. Received reports of all burst AI ship displaying activity well outside stuff. Oh boy, there's roaring in the music again. Assault Jaw was roaring. Everyone, be afraid. I'm afraid. Did I get tongued? I'm not sure. I'm never sure if the tongue actually hits me. That's something I learned about jaws. Just don't engage with this attack. We will all be safer for it. Timeouts and drop data reports over the hyperspace network. It seems traffic is being blocked by a huge task of some form. Huge task. Someone hacking. I see a blue light on the HUD. What's going on out there? Savior 1, what's wrong? The ship is fine, but there's something weird going on. Just focus on the mission for now. Well, I lost my lost that shield because I was reading, but... A blue light, you say? I would be thinking of... a sewer nightmare. If it wasn't the final boss of the regular route here. Although, I guess nothing says that the same boss cannot be at the end of both. I'm surrounded. This shot type does not care. I got jellied. It is Crimson Nightmare. Oh, okay. Does it have a blue light? This might be our first encounter with you outside of DLC. That background is beautiful. We have definitely not seen that before. And also, have not heard your theme before. Oh, there's the blue light. I'm surprised that worked as well as it did. Probably one of the coolest bosses. Massive gravity quakes, but we managed to get away. Seems as though the battleship we fought was emitting a huge number of signals. And then there was Blue Nightmare just waiting there. Azure Nightmare just waiting there at the end of the regular route. I guess there's nothing better to do than to take care of that as well. I guess if you want to give me formula, I will use the usual. Gonna be more difficult than the first time. So yeah, I also saw that the other player was using the laser a lot more during stages and turning it to his benefit. Mostly in a position like this. Because like that, it hits the whole stage, essentially. And I also know that it follows me, or tries to follow me, with this shot. Like, still not entirely sure how it works with Legend. I think it wants to turn away from me, which is just weird and unusual. You can also essentially block the whole screen's bullet barrage this way. I think it's also worth learning very quickly that if I have my own way of dealing with things and they work, there isn't really a reason to adapt someone else's maybe better but unfamiliar tactics. Like, why am I trying to shoot that thing on its back? I have had never any problems with dealing with this guy, so why should I? I broke it. Are you satisfied now? Still not taking any prisoners. But also not gaining any score this time. I mean, I see the practical use of doing this. So that's definitely a good thing to do. Move too far. Windclaw. Taking unnecessary hits, Claw. All of them. I'm about to lose a life. I'd rather not do that. If I can help it. According to scout data, a large battleship is close by. All units to auto alert. Prepare for enemy attack. Down the other route. Regular trash. I don't know if it was useful then doing it that way. I'd love to get in there. Oh, I have. Shoot through walls. Very good. Very useful. Also have get almost shot from behind. Not that useful. Oh, I am at max screen. Don't worry about it. I thought I picked up lots of shields in this stage, but my shield amount does not reflect that. Could have been better. Glassy stare. Staring contest. Round 2. Yeah. If it gets to the wall, I think I should back off. That was not great. And you point to enemy fortress as being confirmed. It looks like there's a battle already underway inside. Exercise caution when entering. I'm gonna explode when entering. Is that fine? Picking up noise from the network. Roger that. Running a comm scan now. Can I please have a shield before I have a bullet to the face? No. The answer was no. Well, now I'm back at 9 shields, so I guess it's not the worst outcome. Did I actually lose some green? I was at max green already, right? Pretty sure during the last stage I said I was at max green. I'm never sure if death has consequences. That was sneaky. I did not see those coming. Okay, end of the road. Here comes a sewer nightmare, which will somehow go worse than its brother. Same music though. Oh. Didn't misdirect good, yeah. Did not go worse than its brother. I am happy to announce. Signal from the huge battleship has gone dead. That must have been what destroyed the Belzar facility. Surely it was that and not the worse version. Wait, it destroyed a Belzar facility? Huh. So is it not a Belzar then? That's interesting to think about. Also, this was the end of a road. We finally found one. It's been a while. That means next time we can do another Chronicle and not Chronicle Saviours. This was exciting. Honestly, I think if this came up last time, I would have been either very afraid or very eager to just blow it away with cheats. But I'm very happy that I beat it as intended today, because that means a whole lot for future encounters with this thing. Like if we had this knowledge before the stage from last time, it would have not gone nearly as bad. And I'm also glad about the knowledge about other bosses and mechanics, but we'll still see those as they come up. So, next time, another Chronicle, and then I guess we are doing these 4 stages. Probably the 3 small ones first, and then the big one they lead to. Golden Ruler. Gigantic bite in a boss rush. Where you start me with 6 shields. I see what you are doing, and I don't like it. I wonder how many shield drops there are in this. Oh! A boss rush with gigantic bite. With 29 shields, okay. With Gaiden. This is Gaiden, this is Assault. So you just make me fight. This was the other one, right? I think so. Either one of those two. So you fight it with Legend, with Gaiden, with Assault, and with Legend again. Okay. Any bets that there is gigantic bite at the end of this? If we needed any indication that we are going to the end game, then the sudden increase and the final boss showing up may be the biggest indicator. On that horrifying note, thanks for watching. See you again next time.